Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Today I want to talk to you guys about the topic of spending too much time worrying about the things that matter the least or that don't matter at all in regards to your fitness, physique, or athletic goals and ambitions. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Okay, in my videos I did yesterday on branched chain amino acids, someone started bringing up the point of a particular coach who I actually happen to like the work of, discussing intra-workout nutrition and trying to stave off catabolism while training and lifting weights. And this kind of goes back to the point of a lot of these things that even the best coaches and a lot of the experts and gurus discuss, they don't even fucking understand. Biologically, the average fitness expert probably has no understanding of how catabolism and anabolism even work inside the human muscle. Now, they know a lot about training response and what happens when you do X, they see Y happen, but they don't understand the finer points. And this happens a lot, and a lot of these people try to go into the biochemistry or the structural aspects of the muscle fibers, and they usually get it wrong. They usually get it very, very wrong. And people listen to these things and they get confused and they hear different stories from different people, and the truth is they might hear 5 different stories on a topic and all 5 of them are wrong because none of the people actually know this stuff. And yet all 5 of those people have gotten good results in themselves and their clients, in spite of the fact that they don't actually understand a process and they all disagree on a process that none of them understand. And so what happens, people focus on these little minutia and things that do not really matter that much. Or as I like to put it, people seem to spend 90% of their time, whether it's on YouTube channels, on forums, or discussions with their friends at the gym or whatever they're discussing with this stuff, they spend 90% of their time talking about stuff that only affects 10% or less of their results. And most of the time, those people are not completing the other stuff or doing correctly the things that are going to give them 90% of their results. And what I mean by 90%, I literally mean if you would have gained 10 pounds of muscle possibly this coming year, 90% of that would be 9 pounds of muscle. You're looking at about all that stuff that people talk about, you're looking at maybe 1 pound of muscle difference in a person who would have gained 10 pounds. And as you get more advanced, that gets smaller. Same with fat loss. We're talking about very, very small differences, and it's not enough for most people to actually notice in the mirror over time. Yet they will focus on all of these things, and it's all of this stuff about meal timing and staving off catabolism while you train, or manipulating hormones that they don't actually understand and that most of the gurus talking about don't actually understand, whether it's testosterone levels, HGH levels, cortisol levels. Most of the people who discuss this stuff, write about it, talk about it, actually don't have any clue what these things do inside the body. They have no fucking clue. Yet they want to talk about it. And they want you to believe that you can manipulate these things in a way that will benefit you. And the reality is oftentimes you're not capable of manipulating them in any way that's going to benefit you, short of injecting them into your body. So we get a lot of nonsense. So what are the things that really matter? Well, let's look at the training end. And it doesn't matter what your weightlifting goals are. What you need to focus on is, are you executing the lifts that you do in a way that is ideal for your goals? Is the way that you execute a bench press or a dip or a squat or a leg press conducive or ideal for your personal goal for this week, month, year, or long term? Are you doing those lifts at a proper frequency to reach your goals? Are you progressing in your performance in those lifts quickly enough or at a rate that is conducive to achieving your goals? Are you deloading or taking periods of lighter training or lower volume training as needed when your body needs them to properly use things like dual factor hypertrophy or to properly recover and adapt? So in short, is your training programming decent? Is it close enough to get the job done to reach your goals decently well? To reach 90%. On the nutrition end, are you in a 24-hour period and even a 7-day-a-week period, are you consuming the appropriate amount of calories to reach your goals? Are you consuming a sufficient amount of protein, dietary fat, and carbs to reach your goals? Are you consuming enough whole foods and micronutrient dense foods to reach all of your vitamin and mineral needs for both optimal health and optimal metabolic function? Are you consuming enough of those things to get the phytonutrients you need and the fiber that you need for overall health and fitness and metabolic function? Those are the most important questions. And if you're doing all of those things that I just listed for the training and the nutrition, that is 90% of your results right there. And that other 10% is going to be barely noticeable in regards to your athletic performance on the field or how you look in the mirror. It will make a small difference, but it's literally the difference between placing second or third place at a bodybuilding show versus fourth, or placing fifth at a powerlifting meet instead of third. That's the difference that final 10% makes, and that's what everybody focuses on, and people tend to neglect the other stuff and seem to downplay the importance of the most important stuff, and that is where you need to be putting your efforts, into those things that I listed. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I will talk about some of this a little more today possibly. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.